Welcome to Small Biz Big Wins, where every episode is a new journey into the heart of entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Summer Poquette, here to navigate the thrilling world of small business with you. Each week, we dive into the inspiring stories and joyful triumphs of real business owners. Get ready to be empowered with actionable advice and, most importantly, celebrate the spirit of small business. Let's dive into how every small victory shapes your big success. This is Small Biz Big Wins. Let's make it happen. Welcome back to another episode of Small Biz Big Wins. I'm your host, Summer Poquette, and today is a solo cast. It's just you and I chatting about marketing and small business, and I am going to share with you some of my tips and tricks and stories that can help you build your small business. So whether you're taking some me time, you're in the car, you're at school pickup, you're cooking dinner, you're taking a walk, hopefully this episode will be a valuable use of your 30 minutes. So I first came up with this episode idea when I was approached by a multi-level marketing company to present to their distributors on choosing social media or marketing platforms that were a right fit for them. Now, if you're not familiar, a multi-level marketing company is also called a network marketing company. Some people refer to this as pyramid selling. It is controversial, but at the same time, I find that it can be a great fit for some individuals building a business. It really involves selling products or services to family and friends. You recruit other people to do the same, and this is called multi-level marketing. Most people don't know that back in 2007, I actually got started in multi-level marketing. I was watching an episode of Oprah's Favorite Things in 2007, and she had the Shackley Get Clean Starter Kit. And I remember she had Sloan and Roger Barnett on the show. My daughter was just born, and they shared all this information about what is in traditional cleaning products, how the Get Clean Starter Kit helps the environment. It's eco-friendly, it's high performance, and essentially you're cleaning and you're removing stains and you're doing great for the environment. And your little ones who are crawling on the ground are not being exposed to these chemicals, and neither are you as you're cleaning your toilet or your tub. So I contacted the Shackley Corporation. I did not know this was a multi-level marketing company at the time. And I bought the Get Clean Starter Kit. I absolutely loved it. I thought I was buying from Shackley directly, but I bought from a distributor named Jane. And I loved Jane. Jane was great. She was super helpful. She taught me how to use the products. She taught me how to clean with them. She was my go-to resource for all things green cleaning in 2007. I loved it. So then she said, well, if you love it so much, you can tell other people about it and you can make money. And I was like, what? Seriously? Okay, I'm taking 6 months to a year off. I'm a stay at home mom. This is a great fit. And I literally just started telling people about how much I loved the Shackley Get Clean Starter Kit. And at the same time, I'd started a blog and I started learning more about what's in my products, whether it's my food or my cleaning products or the kids' baby soap. And all of this just was a accumulation of multiple things. But my Shackley business started growing when Jane told me that I could make money by sharing my love for the products. And I shared the love. I literally just told friends and family. I started having some friends over at my house and I would show them how to clean with the products. I would show them how beautiful they were and then they would order them and then I would make a commission. Then I started blogging about it and I did really well. And so before I knew it, the Shackley Corporation was flying me to Arizona. I was making testimonial videos. I was making a really large commission check off literally just sharing how much I loved these products. So that was my start in small business back in 2007. In 2008, after I started the blog and started using the blog to help me market my love for all things green, not just the Shackley products, I started actually working with multiple companies besides just Shackley Corporation. That's when I started working with Stonyfield Farms, and I started working with Method, and I started working with just a million other brands. And then I started working with the PR firms and consulting with them, and then the cloth diaper companies. And so my start in small business actually really began with multi-level marketing. And I was really successful with doing it because I was passionate. So I'm not trying to tell you to get into multi-level marketing. I'm not selling you anything Shackley, but I wanted to let you know that when recently a multi-level marketing company approached me, I had the experience of using a blog and social media marketing to market my multi-level marketing company. And I understood how multi-level marketing worked. So when the company approached me recently to talk to their distributors, I had a really great knowledge base on multi-level marketing. So it's funny because I started my blog in 2008. I wasn't really doing a lot of Shackley sales after 2009 or 10. And the Shackley Corporation reached back out to me as a blogger and wanted me to work on another campaign completely aside from me being a distributor. And then I was approached by them to consult with them. So that's how I started working on the back end of multi-level marketing. And for 3 years, I worked with the Shackley Corporation, and I actually trained and helped their distributors use social media marketing and other marketing efforts to grow their companies. So I haven't worked in multi-level marketing in a long time, but when this company approached me recently, after having experience in direct sales myself, and then having experience building a direct sales company myself, and then working with the Shackley Corporation as a consultant, helping others build their business, it was a great fit for me to work with this new multi-level marketing company that said, hey, our distributors are wanting to market their business, but they're not sure which platform is a good fit for them. So I started creating this presentation, this 35, 45-minute presentation for them. And I thought this is a really good podcast because it doesn't really matter if you're in multi-level marketing, if you are building a small business, if you want your business to grow big. It is about finding the marketing platforms and the social media platforms that are a good fit for you. Um, and I equate this to those choose your own adventure books. So I was a huge fan of those choose your own adventure books, where essentially each book is written from a second person point of view. And then the reader, are assuming the role of the protagonist, and you will make the choices that determine the main character's actions and then the plot outcome, right? So every ending of the book is different. And it's fun because if your friend is reading a book and you're reading the same book, you could both have different outcomes. And it was a really fun, literally, adventure in reading. So I think that choosing your own adventure when it comes to small business, it's a lot it's the same, right? So your friend can have the exact same business and they might have a different outcome because the person building the business is different, because the ways that you're going to market the business is different, your passion behind the business is different, and the platforms that you choose for your business will be different. And even though there's always a lot of similarities, we all have our differences. And so when you are looking to choose the marketing platform for yourself, right? Whether it's what you're going to build your website on or whether you're going to use Facebook or Instagram, there's always these series of questions to determine what is a good fit for you. So let's take a website, right? If you have the skill set to build a website and learn about the back end of a website, and you want to figure out the hosting, and you are great at design, and you want to do all of these technical things because you're passionate about it, then building your own website might be a great path for you. But if you know that you aren't tech savvy, you don't know the first thing about design, you don't want to learn about the back end of search engine optimization, then your adventure is going to look different than the DIYer. And so it's like that for all small businesses, whether it's the website you're choosing or whether you're going to choose to have an agency help you. You have to go through these questions that you have to ask yourself. And then, okay, if I say yes to this, then this is the path I'm going to take. If I say yes to this, then this is the path I'm going to take. So, when it comes to choosing a platform that you are going to market your product or services on, you have to really think, is this a platform for me based on A, is my audience on that platform, right? Are they active on that platform? Do I like to create the type of content that does well on that platform? And if I answer yes to those things, then this could be the social media platform for me. So, for example, do I like to make videos? If I say yes, I love to make videos, then the next question is, do you like to do live videos? If you don't like to do live videos, the question is, do you like to do short tutorial videos? Maybe little short explainer videos? You like to make B-roll and put text over them? If you answer yes, then Facebook and Instagram Reels are a really good fit platform for you. If that's where your audience is, if that's where the age group of your audience is. If you love to make live videos and you're sure that you like to make live videos, then maybe the YouTube platform is for you. If you say, I do not like to make live videos, I don't like to make videos at all. My question is, do you like to write? If you like to write, then maybe blogging or email marketing, those are the platforms for you. Do you like to write and you like to create graphics and you like to be creative and you don't mind playing on Canva, for example? Then perhaps Facebook and Pinterest are the platforms for you. So these are individuals that are building their business and they're hoping to build a team. So go back to the Shackley Get Clean example. I told my friends, I told my family that I absolutely love these products. And then they started buying the products and I started making a commission off of them. And then once I started making money, I realized, well, there's someone that just bought the Get Clean kit and they want to sell it too. So I can help them build their business. And then that's how multi-level marketing goes. And then your business starts to grow and you start selling, and then your friends start selling, and then your friends have friends start selling, and you continue to make money. So as I'm talking to these multi-level marketers, I'm thinking about that in the back of my head. You know, not everybody like me back in the day in 2007 thought, I'm going to buy a Get Clean kit and I'm going to start a business. But whether or not you mean to start a business, whether or not you're intentional, whether or not you have a business plan or not, you're asking yourself the same questions, whether you start accidentally or deliberately. So, who are the people buying the products that you sell and the services you sell? What do they look like? Where do they live? Do they make a lot of money? Do they make a little bit of money? Do they like luxury? Are they middle of the road? Are they male? Are they female? What are they interested in? You have to figure out who your avatar is, whether you're just someone like myself back in 2007 who accidentally started selling cleaning kits, or where I am today, and now I'm selling marketing services. I'm still asking myself these same questions. Who is my avatar? Who is my ideal client? And once I can hone in on who the ideal client is, the next step is, where are they? Like, do they spend their time reading emails? Are they watching YouTube videos? Do they spend time pinning? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they using Snapchat? And they might be using all of those platforms. That's great. But all of those platforms might not be a good fit for my business because I might not like to create those live videos, or I don't have a team to help me create those live videos. And so maybe that down the road, I add YouTube because as my team grows, I have someone who's good at creating videos. So I'm still asking myself, whether I'm small or large, who's my avatar? Who's my ideal client? Where are they spending their time? And then which platform is going to be the adventure I'm going to choose right now? And that's the great thing about the adventure books, is that at any time you could go back to chapter 2 and take another chapter, go a different road, and have a different ending. You're never stuck as you're building your small business. And you're never stuck when you're choosing your own adventure book. You can go back and choose your own ending. You are driving this train. You are in control of reading that book. I think that's why I liked those books so much, because I liked being in control. But even it's still the same today as a small business owner. There are a lot of things I can't control. And as Kaylin said in the episode, I'll put the link in the show notes, but control the controllables. And I could control the controllables when I was choosing the adventure books, but you still can when you're building your small business. You can choose to be on a certain platform because it is a right fit for you, and then commit to it for 3 months, 6 months, and then change paths. You are not stuck. You are driving this train. A quick shout out to our sponsor, Keep It Real Social, an award-winning marketing agency. They're not just marketers, but storytellers, making your business shine. Thanks to Keep It Real Social for empowering us and our listeners in the digital world. For your digital marketing solutions, check out keepitrealsocial.com. Back to Small Biz Big Wins for more insights and inspiration. Let's talk a little bit about some of the different platforms and a little bit about what they're good for, and if you choose that adventure for your small business, what you need to know about making that choice. So let's start with Facebook. Facebook has 2.91 billion active users. By active, I mean they log in every day, they're liking, they're checking their accounts, they're reading, they're logging in, right? They don't just have an account that's dormant. So they're active users, they are engaged. There's a multitude of demographics. That's why it's a really, really popular choice, because you can hit a lot of demographics on Facebook, from young to old to different interests to different income levels. You can geo target. But it is a really great platform for built-in business tools. So you can post updates, you can have direct requests for appointments, you can communicate with your customers on your posts or in direct messages, you can have groups. But if Facebook is the adventure for you and your small business, you have to know this. You have to know it's the adventure for you if you like to write, because you still have to write. You have to write your captions and they have to be well written and well thought out. You have to have some type of an image with your caption. So if you like to take photos, you like to create graphics, then this could be the social media, the marketing adventure for you. If you enjoy going live with video, if you like to host in person or virtual events, or you attend a lot of events or co host them, Facebook could be the adventure for your small business. If you are going to commit to taking time to reply to the comments, engage with your audience, follow other businesses, then this is a great platform for you. And if you are well connected locally, I find that Facebook is a really good platform for small business because you're who you are connecting with locally, your friends, your family, it can really, they can easily like you, share, leave reviews, and your warm market reaches really far on Facebook. So that's, just a little bit about Facebook. And really, you have to think, hey, am I going to commit to this platform if I'm going to be on it? Or am I just on it because everyone is telling me I need to be? So you really have to think, are you going to devote the time to actually build this platform? Now, Instagram is extremely highly visual platform. 31% of the users are between ages 25 to 34. 58% of the platforms users are women. And this is a great platform if you want to integrate a hashtag strategy, if you want to curate leads, if you want to spend time with direct messages, and you need to post on a very consistent, regular basis with Instagram. So, is Facebook the adventure for you, or is Instagram the adventure for you? And you will choose Instagram as your adventure if you like to write, because again, you have to have the captions, they have to be thought out, you have to be a good writer, you have to be visual, you have to have photos of your products, your services, you have to share something visual because Instagram is a visual platform. If you like to make short videos, this is the platform for you. If you are going to commit to posting frequently and it's going to be high quality content, if you don't mind doing research to find the right fit hashtags for your industry and keywords that are trending, and if you're going to commit to replying to the comments and answering questions and following others on Instagram and liking their posts and engaging with them, then that is the social media adventure for you, so to speak. If not, turn to another chapter. Maybe it's YouTube. So, YouTube is owned by Google. It is a powerful video platform. It offers a lot of search engine optimization power. And it's great for DIYers. It's great for long content, short content, tutorials, explainer videos, podcasts. But is this the adventure for you? Hmm. Well, it could be if you like to write because you still have to describe your video or have your stuff transcribed. You have to like creating videos. So you have to be comfortable in front of the camera. You have to have a setup. You have to dedicate to creating that video content. You have to post the video content on a consistent basis. And again, you need to, it can become a community. You need to follow others. You need to comment. You need to like. You need to follow and engage, because even though it is a video platform, it is still a community where people communicate and ask questions. And so you have to be committed to doing that. If not, then perhaps it's not the adventure for you and you need to choose a different ending. You need to switch it up to something else, and this is not the fit for you. What about Pinterest? So even though Pinterest is technically a search engine, it is not a social media platform. It is a search engine. It is a visual search engine, and it's great for lead generation. 40% of the population on Pinterest have an annual income of over $150,000, and the majority are women. Pinterest users are buyers. So, this is the adventure for you if you like to write, because you have to describe your pin. You have to have titles and long captions. You have to like to be creative and create graphics in Canva, which makes it super easy. And you have to enjoy pinning other people's content. You can't just pin your own content if you want to be successful on Pinterest. You have to pin other people's content as well. And when you pin other people's content that is in relation to what you do in your business, you are sharing with others that are following you on Pinterest and your feed like-minded content. And so they want to see more of what you pin because what you're pinning is relevant to what they're interested in. And then they see your pins and then they click over. And so it really is you have to have a strategy for using Pinterest. I can have an entire podcast just on that, which I will do in the future. But today is just like a quick overview. And you have to be dedicated to committing time daily or weekly to scheduling pins and pinning other people's pins as well. So, and then there is blogging. If you really like to write, but you don't mind video, you like to take pictures, you like to create graphics, then blogging is a great marketing avenue for you as well. You know, blogging can, if done well, can really drive a lot of traffic to the products and services that you offer. Blogging also allows you to share your content on other platforms. So if you really think that Facebook is something that you're interested in doing because, of all the things I mentioned, and you have a blog, then you can then share that blog content onto Facebook and give the content that you're creating outside of social media. So, if you are creating videos or you are creating infographics or you're blogging, then you can share that information on your social media platforms. And then there's email marketing. So, if you have a website, you should be collecting leads on your website. So when someone goes to your website, you have one chance after they are clicking around on your site or they're looking at something to capture their information so that you can in the future market to them. Because once they leave your website, they're gone. You can't guarantee they're ever going to come back. So you need to offer something like 10 tips or a white paper or sign up now for this free video or sign up to save 25% off a product. If you're listening to this podcast, go to the show notes. There are my giveaways, right? If you sign up for my newsletter, I'm going to give you metrics that you need to look at for social media marketing. I'm going to give you tips on using a smart planner for setting goals for your business. So head to the show notes, see what I'm giving away, how I'm giving it away, and then how I'm using email marketing. If you like to share through written word, or if you like to make videos, you can also put those into your email marketing, your newsletters. But I find that email marketing is a platform that a lot of people are underusing it. They're not capturing the leads on their website. They're not finding a way to market to people after they visited their website. So email could be a great adventure for you to take if you enjoy writing, if you enjoy connecting with people that buy from you or that come to your website and are interested in what you do and sell, and you want to communicate with them, nurture those leads and turn them into customers. Email marketing might be the adventure for you. But whatever you choose, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube or blogging or whatever it is, what you need to realize is you don't have to choose all of them. But what you should do is choose one or two that you feel are a good fit for this small business adventure you're on, that fits your personality and what you can commit to, and is a platform that your ideal customer is on. So if my ideal customer is not on Instagram, then that is not a platform that I'm going to choose. But if my ideal customer is on Instagram and I like creating short videos, I take a lot of pictures, I like to create graphics, I like to write, I want to use hashtags, then I'm going to choose Instagram. So, whatever platform it is that you choose, make sure it's a fit for you. Make sure that's where your ideal customer is, and then make sure that you're consistent. Consistency is key. I can't tell you how many times I will have a client or a friend come to me and say, well, I was on the platform, Summer. I tried Facebook. It didn't work for me. And then I'll ask them, how long were you using the platform? Well, I did it for like 3 weeks and I posted, but nothing happened. And I did this and nothing happened. And I just gave up. Well, I can't join a gym and go for 3 weeks and expect that I'm going to lose 40 pounds. I have to be consistent. I'm having shoulder surgery on June 3rd. I have a torn rotator cuff. And I know that if I am not consistent and diligent on my rest and my recovery and my physical therapy, that I am not going to be back to my working self as quickly as I want to. So I have to commit to it. And it all comes down to consistency is key. So I really recommend that you choose something, like I said, again, it's a right fit for your personality and your business. It's where your ideal client is. You can create the type of content that the platform needs to actually work for your business. And then you need to commit to a 90 to 120-day commitment to actually using that platform on a regular basis, posting consistently, following people, engaging, etc., etc. And don't give up, because if you give up, you're never going to know if it was going to work for you. It's like those books. If I don't finish reading the chapter, if I don't actually go through with the adventure I chose, I'm never going to know what the ending is at all, right? So you've got to see it through. And then you can always go back and choose another adventure and try something new, but you have to give it your commitment and be consistent. I always ask people to really stop and think, when it comes to marketing and it comes to social media, what do you actually like to see from businesses that you follow on social media? What engages you personally? What makes you stop scrolling? Like, what is a thumb stopper for you? And then if you're answering those questions with things like, they're entertaining, they give me useful tips, I think they're funny, I like what they do, I love how they share behind the scenes. Whatever your answers are, you need to provide those same things to the people following you. And a lot of times we don't do that. A lot of times we like to see certain things on social, but then we don't do it for our own followers. And that could be that we don't have the right fit skills for that platform, right? So if we love to watch videos and we love to we love to see the graphics and the interactive stuff, but we can't do it and we don't have the skill set, then what do you need to do? You either need to choose a different platform that is more aligned with what your ability is, or you need to hire someone like Keep It Real Social who can fulfill those things for you, because you can only do so much as a small business owner. So I see that often. I see people say, well, I love these graphics, but I'm not a graphic designer. And that's where you can hire things out. But if you're doing it yourself, then guess what? You need to choose something that is a right fit for you based on your skill level and personality too, and that you can commit to. So take a minute and think about what actually makes you stop scrolling, what you like to see, and then give your audience that same thing. And add value. There's so much noise on social media, right? And now we're coming up to an election, and oh my gosh, we're going to see politics and we're going to see all of that noise. And so you need to stand out above all of that. And you need to think, I need to add value. How can I, if I have 500 followers and 50 of those followers see what I post on a daily basis, am I actually posting something that'll make them smile? Am I posting something that's going to make their day better? Am I posting something that's going to help them? Answer yes to those questions, and you are on the right path. And then remember the 80-20 rule. I tell this to people all the time. 80% of your content should be inspiring, informative, entertaining, adding value. The other 20% can be promotional, right? The other 20% can be about your opportunity, the services, what you do to sign up for, to buy now. But that should not be every post. It's a lot like going to an event and you're standing with someone and all they do is talk about themselves. It's boring. You can't wait till they stop talking. You're trying to find the pause where you can go and talk to someone else. That's because they're not giving you anything of value. It's all about them. But if they start talking about something and you learn something, and then they start asking you questions and they start engaging with you, and it's a two-way street, then what happens? You stay in the conversation. You want to learn more. And then they can easily say, oh, well, hey, let's follow up with this. Here's my business card. And it doesn't feel slimy. So, the same thing that you like to experience in person at a conference or at an event or at a family reunion, for the love of God, you need to do the same thing online, and it will resonate with your audience. They say social media is about people, it is not about business. And when I first joined social media, way back when I was just interested in the Shaklee Get Clean products, it wasn't about business. I was sharing because I was like, oh my gosh, my oven just came clean because of this cleaner and there were no fumes. I had no intention on selling a product. I was just passionate. I was excited. I was adding value. It wasn't about business. Provide for the people, and the people will provide for you. Add value to their lives. Give them something that they can remember you by. Add something to their day. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to add value when you are passionate about what you're doing and you're choosing a platform or a marketing channel that is a natural good fit for you and you stick to it. The needle will not move if you do not commit to doing something for a 60, 90, 120 day cycle, right? Keep Roll Social, all of our contracts are 6-month contracts because we can't move a needle and have long-term results if it's just for a month. In a month, we can definitely move that needle fast. You will get impressions and views and clicks, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing. That's easy. What's not easy is to continue to do it for 3 months and 6 months and 9 months and a year. And that's what you want to continue to do. You want to move the needle long term. And it's easier to do that when you really are passionate, when you love what you're doing, when you love the products and services, and you're on the right fit path for you. So, whatever adventure you choose, I hope that you know that you're not stuck with that adventure, that you can always go back to whatever chapter and choose a new ending for yourself. So, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to another episode of Small Biz Big Wins. I hope that you found my stories, my little tidbits, my advice, a little bit about my adventure helpful for you in building your small business. And if you could please do me a favor, go to the show notes and please subscribe to my email so that I can provide you with some free downloads to help you grow your small business. If you're interested in your avatar is small business owners. That's who listens to this podcast, small business owners. If you want to reach small business owners, please reach out to me about sponsoring the podcast. And in the meantime, it would just mean so much to me if you would subscribe and comment, follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify or YouTube, and share with your friends. If you found this episode helpful, you know what? Share, because sharing is caring. All right, everybody, until next week's episode of Small Biz Big Wins, go choose your adventure and have a great week.